Today is June 6, 2022. So last week I made a video talking about mass shootings and the connection with iPetGoat 2. I showed you guys the 5 worst mass shootings since the video was made and the connections to it, as well as several other mass shootings. And I mentioned the dates June 4th, June 5th, and June 7th, which I thought could be events relating to mass shootings or something else. But we did have a mass shooting on June 4th. We had 2 of them, one in Philadelphia and one in Tennessee. But yesterday we had the big one, the mass shooting in Nigeria church, which killed at least 50 people. And this relates to this image in iPetGoat 2. I'm not going to go over everything. I'm just going to touch on a little bit of what I talked about. But if you want to go see all the connections that I made with the mass shootings, go check out my video from last week. But this LOL, or it can be 10-1-101, and we have Obama here. Well, this recent mass shooting in Nigeria took place 10 months, 1 day after Obama's birthday. And there was another one that I didn't even mention in my other video. The Paris shootings killing 35. Well, that happened to be 101 days after Obama's birthday. And the worst shooting in the United States, killing 61 in Vegas on 10-1-2017. We also had one of the worst school shootings, killing 10 in 2015, 10-1. So also, why June 5th was concerning to me because of this letter V on Obama's forehead. And the letter V is the 22nd letter. And we can see that it was 22,220 days after Obama was born, so a 22 connection. And the first case of monkeypox in the U.S. had a 22 connection with Obama's birth, 22,202 days. And yet again, tomorrow on June 7th, we have another 22 connection with Obama's birth. Not only that, it comes 22 days after the flower moon eclipse, which took place on 5/15 and 5/16. And he is looking at this lotus flower blooming out of the apple. And I'm pretty sure that has to do with the flower moon eclipse, the lotus flower blooming out of the apple. Well, 5/15, 5/16, that was Buddha Day, and Buddhism relates to the lotus flower. So this comes 22 days after Obama, the connection, the letter V, 22. So there we go with his birthday and also the flower moon eclipse. And something else that I talked about in my other video, I mentioned this underneath the goat. The goat has the number 666 on its forehead. And below the goat is a man walking a dog holding a gun. And I made note of a specific date when Lady Gaga's dog walker was shot while walking her dogs. It just made me think of this. So in my last video, I showed you guys how several 666 connections to this date that the dog walker got shot and past mass shootings. So tomorrow we have another 6-6 connection, June 7th, 66 months, I should have put in 6 days apart, not years. But we also have the 9/11 connection with George Bush being born, as he was the president during 9/11-01. And I put these connections because maybe it's related to something else. We have 611 months after the movie American Pie premiered in the U.S. upside down on 9/11. And the next COVID variant to be named would be Pi. And we also have this 9/11 connection with the CDC being founded. And we have 1,229 days apart, the dates reversed from Event 201, which was the coronavirus simulation pandemic. And if you're not familiar with what I talk about, the dates reversed, that's if you were to take the 6-7 and put it over here in the 10-18 over here. But also we have this 322 connection with the Georgia Guidestones being open and They opened on 322. So I'm looking for something big tomorrow. It might be totally different with the one I'm talking about. Not related to a shooting, not related to a virus. Maybe it has to do with a climate event. But I think tomorrow we'll have a significant news event. So, all right, guys, I will talk to you next time. Take care.